Very good morning to everyone. This is the sum we will be doing today in front of your screen. We have started with buyback of shares. Buyback means what happens when the company buys back its own shares from the equity shares from the market. There's buyback of shares. So let us do this sum. The summary balance sheet of Manish Limited, which is a non-listed company, as on 31st March 2012 is as follows. Liability side, we can see share capital is there, authorized, issued, subscribed and called up. Share capital is same. The maximum limit authorized, the amount of shares which is issued in the market, which is subscribed and called up, is the same. Equity shares of rupees 10 each is coming to 25 lakhs. That means we have 25 lakh divided by 10. We have 2,50,000 shares of 10 each. Then we have reserves and surplus, securities premium, general reserve, P&L account. All the three can be used for the purpose of buyback. Then we have secured loan, 10% debentures. Then we have current liabilities. May we have under current liabilities, we have creditors, bills payable. In the asset side, we have fixed asset, net block, gross block minus depreciation, net fixed assets, wherein depreciation has been deducted, is 40 lakhs. Then we have investment, 15 lakh. Then we have current asset, 35 lakh, which includes bank balance of 15 lakh. Then we have loans and advances, 5 lakh. Now, next what they have given, keeping in view all the legal requirements, ascertain maximum number of equity shares that Manish Limited can buy back and the maximum price that it can offer. So here we will have to find out the maximum number of equity shares that Manish Limited can buy back and the price, the maximum price that it can offer to the equity shareholders. In previous sums, the number of shares and price used to be given. But in today's sum which we are doing, we will have to calculate the maximum number of equity shares that the company can buy back and the maximum price at which it can buy back. So in this sum, we will have to find out the number of equity shares, maximum number of equity shares, as well as the maximum price. Assume that the buyback is carried out actually on the legally permissible terms. We have to record the journal entries of Manish Limited and also prepare its balance sheet after buyback. Let us start this sum. The first thing what we have to do is we will have to find out the test what we had discussed. Conditions for buyback. Pay attention everyone. We will have to calculate the maximum amount on buyback and number of shares. have to find out two things. One is maximum number of shares, maximum number of shares on buyback, and we have to find out the maximum amount. We have to find out the maximum price company can offer. Maximum, we may say, offer price. So let us start. What is the first step? Let us see here. The first step here is we have to see sources of fund. We have to see sources for buyback. See, pay attention everyone. So here, what are the sources we have for buyback? Which reserves we can use here? See, there are security premium, general reserve and P&L account. All the three reserves we can use for buyback. So all these are sources of buyback. So we can also use general reserve. We can also use P&L account. Now let us see what are the amounts. So here I have copy pasted it. 5 lakh, 10 lakh and 10 lakh. So here when we see what are the sources for buyback, normally we will write sources for buyback. We have what all we have? We have general reserve. What is the amount? General reserve amount is 10 lakh. Then we have profit and loss account. This is also 10 lakh. Then we have securities premium, which is 5 lakh. See, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh. So what is this? This is our reserves and surplus, which is coming to how much? 25 lakh. 25 lakh. The second, what we will find out? Second, we will find out 25% of owned fund. 25% of owned fund. So, under owned funds, what all things come? See how much we can use from the owned fund. Owned fund is shareholders fund, and from the owned fund we can utilize only 25% for the purpose of buyback. We can utilize only 25% for the purpose of buyback. So here what we will do, we will write owned fund means what? Share capital and reserves and surplus. Owned fund means shareholders fund, and shareholders have right in the company for their capital and the reserves. So what will come here? Reserves and surplus. This from note 1, how much reserves and surplus we have? From here, we know that we have 25 lakh reserves. Now, we want to write share capital. See, owned fund consists of both reserves and share capital. So let us see what share capital, how much we have. So we have 25 lakh share capital, equity shares of rupees 10 each. We have only equity share capital. So we will write equity share capital, which is again 25 lakh. So owned fund will be how much? Owned fund is, add both of them, 50 lakhs. Now how much do we want? We want 25% of owned fund. And owned fund is how much? Owned fund is 50 lakh. So calculate 50 lakh ka 25%, how much we get? We get 12 lakh 50,000. 12 lakh 50,000. So our second step is also done. Now see, we will go to our next third step, in which we will find out minimum own fund. Minimum own funds के लिए फर्स्ट स्टेप वी वांट द ओन्ड फंड. ओन फंड कितना है? हाउ मच इज द ओन फंड? How much is our owned fund? Your own fund, how much is it? From note 2, how much owned fund we have? 50 lakhs. Owned fund we have 50 lakh. So हमें क्या करना है? मिनिमम के लिए हम ओन्ड फंड का from this we minus 50% of debt, because it is said that post buyback the ratio between debt and equity should be 2:1. मतलब जो हमारा डेप्ट है वो डबल होना चाहिए इक्विटी से. 2 is debt equity ratio should be 2:1. So debt अगर 2 है तो equity should be 1. तो हम minimum equity own fund देने के लिए what we do, from the own fund we less 50% of the debts. तो उसके लिए we will have to see how much is debt to fund. Debt to fund में we have only secured loan. Under secured loan we have 10% debentures. Under secured loan we have 10% debentures, which is 25 lakh. So उसके बाद तो current liability है. So debt to fund, that is long term borrowings, we have only debentures, and which is how much? 25 lakh. 25 lakh ka 50% is how much? How much is the 50% of 25 lakhs? it is how much? 12,50,000. Is it correct? 25 lakh ka 50% is coming to 12,50,000. So how much should be the minimum equity? How much should be the minimum equity or the minimum owned funds? Minus karo. How much you will get? We will get 37 lakh 50,000. So we have to less. So when we less 50 lakh say 12 lakh 50,000 when we deduct, we get कि minimum owned fund कितना होना चाहिए? It should be 37 lakh 50,000. And then what we do, our next step will be to find out the maximum possible amount of buyback. Amount of buyback means कितना मैक्सिमम अमाउंट हम पे कर सकते हैं बाईबैक में, कितना मैक्सिमम अमाउंट हम पे कर सकते हैं बाईबैक में. इट इज लीस्ट ऑफ नोट 1 एंड 2. मेरे को बताओ नोट 1 में 25 लाख है, नोट 2 में it is 12,50,000. So which is the least of the above? 25 lakh है 1 में and 12,50,000 है 2 में. तो दोनों में से जो छोटा अमाउंट होगा that will be our maximum possible amount of buyback. मीन्स हमारे पास मैक्सिमम रिजर्व्स है 25 लाख और हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन पे ओनली एज पर द रूल्स. हम ओन्ड फंड का 25% मैक्सिमम वी कैन पे एज ऑन बाईबैक. ऑन बाईबैक हम कितना अमाउंट पे कर सकते हैं, 25% ऑफ द ओन्ड फंड. ओन्ड फंड का 25% विच इज वर्किंग आउट इनटू 12,50,000. हमारे पास पैसे इतने हैं 25 लाख, बट हम मैक्सिमम कितना पे कर सकते हैं, वी कैन पे ओनली 12,50,000. सो हम लोग भले हमारे पास ज़्यादा पैसा है पर हम मैक्सिमम कितना पे कर सकते हैं. हमें क्या लेना है, दोनों ये नोट 1 एंड नोट 2 का लीस्ट वैल्यू. सो व्हाट इज द लीस्ट वैल्यू, इट इज 12,50,000. सो मैक्सिमम अमाउंट टू बी पेड ऑन बाईबैक कितना है, व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल अमाउंट ऑफ बाईबैक that we can pay, it is 12,50,000. दोनों में से छोटा अमाउंट that is 12,50,000. इसके बाद what we will take the 25%. Now we need to find out the number of shares also. So 25% of paid up equity. So how much it is, equity कितना है, इक्विटी है 25 लाख, इक्विटी है 25 लाख ईयर, इक्विटी शेयर इज 25 लाख, तो उसका 25%. फाइंड आउट हाउ मच इट इज कमिंग टू. 25 लाख का 25%. How much is it coming? It is coming to 6,25,000, correct? 6,25,000. So इसमें कितना नंबर ऑफ शेयर रहेगा? मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स. हाउ टू फाइंड आउट द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर? ये 6,25,000 डिवाइड बाई फेस वैल्यू पर शेयर विच इज 10 रुपीज. हाउ टू फाइंड आउट द नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स? जो भी अमाउंट आया है 25%, जो भी आया है डिवाइड बाई पर फेस वैल्यू ऑफ इंडिविजुअल शेयर विच इज 10 रुपीज. सो हमें कितना नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मिलेगा? सो मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स व्हाट वी गेट विल बी 62,500 shares. 62,500 shares. Now our next step is what they have asked, that is maximum possible offer price. Maximum possible offer price. At what price can we purchase a individual share by during buyback? क्या प्राइस रहेगा? what will be the maximum possible price that we can pay per share? नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स तो है 62,500. कितना शेयर्स? 62,500 is the maximum number of shares. 62,500. But how much price can we pay? उसका फॉर्मूला है मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल अमाउंट ऑन बायबैक. अमाउंट ऑफ बायबैक, इतना मैक्सिमम अमाउंट दे सकते हैं डिवाइड बाय मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स. मतलब इतना अमाउंट, मैक्सिमम इतना अमाउंट पे कर सकते हैं और मैक्सिमम इतना शेयर्स बाय बैक कर सकते हैं. सो वी विल गेट द ऑफर प्राइस. दिस मच मैक्सिमम अमाउंट वी कैन पे एंड दिस मच मैक्सिमम शेयर्स वी कैन परचेज. इतना प्राइस दे सकते हैं, इतना शेयर्स खरीद सकते हैं. डिवाइड करो, यू विल गेट द ऑफर प्राइस. सो मैक्सिमम amount is how much? Maximum amount is, see, this maximum amount should be, this maximum possible amount should be, one more time, I'm very sorry, this should be first, second and third का सबसे छोटा अमाउंट. जो हमारा नोट नंबर 1 है, नोट नंबर 1, नोट नंबर 2 एंड नोट नंबर 3 का सबसे छोटा अमाउंट, दिस वन. सो डिवाइड बाय मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर. सो हमारा मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल अमाउंट ऑन बायबैक इज 12,50,000 डिवाइड बाय शेयर्स है 62,500. So how much we will get? How much is the price? It is rupees. How much is the price? It is rupees 20 per share. मतलब हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हम बायबैक में 62,500 शेयर्स बायबैक करेंगे. कितने प्राइस में? 20 रुपीस में. कितने प्राइस में? 20 rupees में. We will be paying 20 rupees and we will be buying back 62,500 shares. अब 20 rupees एक शेयर तो 10 rupees का है, that we are paying 20 rupees. Can anyone tell me जो एक्स्ट्रा पैसा दे रहे पे करेंगे वो क्या रहेगा? Per value of share is 10 rupees. Face value of share is 10 rupees. But we are going to pay 20 rupees on buyback. तो जो 10 रुपीज एक्स्ट्रा दे रहे हैं, वी आर गिविंग अबाउट द फेस वैल्यू. यस, इट इज नोन एज प्रीमियम. So 10 rupees is the face value, but we will be paying 20 rupees per share. So 10 rupees extra जो pay करेंगे, that will be the premium. So हमें ये मिल गया. We got both. We got number of shares also 62,500. We got the offer price also 20. Now we can start our sum. So we have to find out the journal entries. So journal entries in the books of Manish Limited. Name of the company is Manish Limited. So let us insert the column serial number, particular LF, debit, credit. Serial number LF. So serial number, particulars, LF, debit, credit. So here, first one, amount due on buyback. Amount due on buyback. So how much is the amount due on buyback? इक्विटी को कैंसल करेंगे because जब when we are buying back our equity share cancel हो जाएगा. How much share we can buy back? 62,500. What is the face value? 10 rupees. So ये हो जाएगा 6,25,000. Are we giving premium also on buyback? Premium on buyback. Yes. Account debit. So 62,500 shares में 10 rupees is premium. So this will also become 62,000 अपना 6,25,000 multiplied by 10, we get 6,25,000. This amount will be paid to whom? It will be paid to equity share holders account. So total we will have to pay 12,50,000. This is being amount due on redemption. Being amount due on redemption. Nothing is told about fresh issue. फ्रेश इशू के बारे में कुछ भी बोला नहीं गया है. तो हम क्या करेंगे? जो भी अमाउंट चाहिए वो CRR से कलेक्ट करेंगे. व्हाट आर द सोर्सेस फॉर CRR? हमारे पास 3 सोर्स है. हमें 12,50,000 नहीं, हमें कितना चाहिए? 1 minute. Let us go to the working. Sorry. This is being amount due on buyback. This is where we get confused. Amount due on buyback. We are doing buyback. Similar entries hai. We are amount due on buyback. So here, let us go to the working note. Kitna we have to create CRR? Nominal value of equity shares to be bought back. How much? 62,500 into 10 it is face value, nominal value. So it is coming 6,25,000. इसके लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? इससे लेस करते हैं nominal value of fresh issue of shares. This is not given in question, so this is nil. तो हमें जो भी पैसा चाहिए it will come from capital redemption reserve, which is full 6,25,000. Now we will have to see sources for CRR. Sources for CRR. So what source we have? We have general reserve, P&L account and securities premium. बट अगर सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम यूज़ करेंगे तो हमें जनरल रिजर्व या P&L अकाउंट भी यूज़ करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज नॉट सफिशेंट. सिर्फ 5 लाख है, हमें 6,25,000 चाहिए. We want 6,25,000, but security premium is having only 5 lakh. If we use security premium, we will have to use one more reserve. But if I use general reserve or P&L account, एक ही reserve में काम बन जाएगा. So it is up to you, whatever reserve you use. I am using general reserve. कितना चाहिए? 6,25,000. So when general reserve liability है credit balance but use up हो जाएगा, so credit का opposite debit 6,25,000 to CRR account, that is capital redemption reserve, being CRR created. Now one more thing we will have to do. What is that one more thing? We have to also amount we have to provide for premium on buyback 6,25,000. So उसके लिए क्या करेंगे, कौन सा रिजर्व यूज करेंगे? अगेन अभी जनरल रिजर्व में सिर्फ 3,75,000 बाकी है बिकॉज हमने 6,25,000 यूज कर लिया. तो P&L अकाउंट में पूरा 10 लाख है. P&L अकाउंट में पूरा 10 लाख है. या तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम एंड जनरल रिजर्व बचा हुआ यूज कर सकते हैं. इट्स अप टू अस विच रिजर्व वी यूज. So what I am doing is I am using profit and loss account so that एक ही रिजर्व से काम हो जाए. कितना लेना है? 6,25,000 टू जो जो यहाँ पे प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक डेबिट में है, अब उसको प्रोवाइड कर दिया, उसके लिए अमाउंट हमने जमा कर लिया तो उसको कैंसिल कर देंगे. तो डेबिट का ऑपोजिट क्रेडिट बीइंग प्रीमियम ऑन बायबैक रिटर्न ऑफ बीइंग प्रीमियम ऑन बायबैक रिटर्न ऑफ. Now our next step, next entry 6,25,000 CRR से मिल गया, प्रीमियम ऑन बाईबैक प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट से मिल गया. मीन्स अब 12,50,000 पूरा हमने बना लिया. नाउ व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल पे टू द इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. क्रेडिट में है पेमेंट का एंट्री, पे करेंगे तो क्रेडिट का ऑपोजिट डेबिट हो जाएगा. And what we will do, equity shareholders account debit to पे करेंगे तो what will go, cash bank account. How much we will have to pay? 12,50,000 and 12,50,000. This we will say being amount paid on buyback, being amount paid on buyback. इसके बाद सब जर्नल एंट्रीज हो गया. बट नाउ व्हाट वी विल हैव टू मेक इज मिसेस मनीष लिमिटेड. दिस व्हाट वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर. We have to prepare balance sheet. We will have to prepare balance sheet as on if date is given after buyback. Balance sheet after buyback. So any date is given 31/3/2012, but date of buyback is not given. We can say take what, 12 and a 31/3. So we can make it 1/4/2012. So it is March 2012. तो नेक्स्ट डे ले लिया है आफ्टर बायबैक, but because date is not given, इसलिए assume कर लिया. Now let us insert the table. This is amount, notes to account, and particulars. Notes to account and rupees. First we call it as equity and liabilities. उसमें आता है कैपिटल ए. इक्विटी मीन्स शेयर होल्डर्स फंड. शेयर होल्डर्स फंड में आता है स्मॉल ए शेयर कैपिटल and B reserves and surplus. Here only, here some change will be there. Let us go to notes to account. We want note number 1 and 2. Reserves and surplus के लिए भी चाहिए. So note number 1, which is share capital. How many shares we had? 25 लाख में हमने कितना पे किया शेयर का? 6,25,000 पे कर लिया. करेक्ट. सो बाकी का तो प्रीमियम है. सो हियर 25 लाख डिवाइड बाय 10 क्या तो नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मिलते हैं, विच इज 2,50,000 माइनस 6,62,500 शेयर्स तो हमने क्या कर दिया? बाईबैक कर दिया. सो कितना बचा है? टेल मी. 2,50,000 में 62,500 बाईबैक कर दिया. सो वी नाउ हैव 1,87,500 इक्विटी शेयर्स. कोई फ्रेश इशू नहीं है. ऑफ ₹10 each, which will come to 18,75,000. 18,75,000. So here we will write 18,75,000. How did we get? हमने क्या किया? अब अगर डायरेक्टली 25 लाख was the share capital. 25 lakh was the share capital. 6,25,000 we paid on buyback. 6,25,000 माइनस करेंगे तो भी आपको यही मिलेगा 18,75,000. Now next one is our reserves and surplus. So we have general reserve. General reserve 10 lakh था. If you remember, general reserve P&L account 10 lakh and security premium is 5 lakh. I'll show you if you don't remember. See, general reserve 10 lakh, P&L account 10 lakh, security premium 5 lakh. Total we have 25 lakh. तो उसमें हमने 10 lakh general reserve में 6,25,000 CRR बना के यूज किया. So now how much we have? 3,75,000. फिर P&L account also we use for writing of security premium. इसमें भी 10 lakhs था. हमने 6,25,000 यूज कर लिया फॉर प्रीमियम राइट ऑफ. प्रीमियम राइट ऑफ करने के लिए फिर हमारे पास सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम है विच वी हैव नॉट यूज्ड ऑफ 5 लाख. देन वी हैव CRR जो अभी क्रिएट हुआ, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व इज ऑल्सो कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व इज ऑल्सो अ रिजर्व. ये क्रिएट होता है रिडेम्पशन में, बाईबैक में, और जनरल रिजर्व से क्रिएट हुआ यूज होता है व्हेन वी गिव बोनस टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. सो ये सबको ऐड करो, हाउ मच इट इज कमिंग, 5 lakh plus 6 lakh 25,000. Is it also coming 18 lakh 75,000? This is also coming 18 lakh 75,000. So now what we will do after this, B, non-current liabilities. नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटीज में क्या है, गो टू द ओल्ड बैलेंस शीट, कुछ भी टच नहीं किया. वी हैव 10% डिबेंचर्स 25 लाख, देन क्रेडिटर बिल पेएबल. ठीक है, यहाँ पे व्हाट वी विल राइट, नॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी में वी हैव लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग, उसमें 10% डिबेंचर इज देयर 25 lakh. Then we have current liability. Current liabilities. Current liabilities में हमारे पास ट्रेड पेएबल, trade payables. Trade payables is there. Check how much trade payable is there. Trade payables में क्रेडिटर एंड बिल पेबल दोनों को ऐड करो, 15 लाख एंड 5 लाख. ट्रेड पेबल मीन्स क्रेडिटर एंड बिल पेबल. सो व्हाट वी विल डू हियर, ट्रेड पेबल, so here 1 minute, trade payable, so trade payable में creditors and bills payable, how much, 15 lakh and 5 lakh, 15 lakh and 5 lakh दोनों को ऐड करो, how much it is coming, 20 lakhs, correct? So this will say 20 lakhs. So we get the total liability side हो गया. Now we come to our asset side. Asset side में what we asset side is divided into non-current assets and current assets. So non-current asset में, see non-current asset में we have fixed asset 40 lakhs, and then we have trade investment 15 lakhs. So यहाँ पे what we will write, we will write tangible assets, या फिक्स एसेट भी लिख सकते हैं. फिक्स एसेट को यहाँ पे हम क्या बोलते हैं पहले वो लिखते हैं, प्रॉपर्टी equipment, plant and equipment, property, plant and equipment. How much it is? We have just seen 40 lakhs. Tangible assets or fixed asset. Fixed assets को we say property, plant and equipment. Then we have one more thing here known as non-current asset. Sorry, non-current investment, trade investment, which is how much, 15 lakhs we just saw. That's how much, 15 lakhs. Now we will come to current Now we will come to current assets. Current asset में we have cash and cash equivalent. How much is the amount we have cash and cash equivalent? Just check. We have 15 lakh, and other current asset में we have total we have 35 lakhs, which includes 15 lakh bank balance. Correct? So loans and advances is 5 lakh. So here 15 lakh का कैश बैलेंस था, तो इसमें हमने कितना पे किया? 15 lakhs था, इसमें से हमने 12,50,000 पे कर दिया टू द इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स बाईबैक में. सी 12,50,000 पे कर दिया. सो हाउ मच विल रिमेन? How much will remain? 2,50,000 will remain. Then we have short-term loans and advances, which is how much? It is 5 lakh. Then we have other current asset, which was 35 lakh में से टोटल करंट एसेट है 35 लाख, इसमें कैश बैलेंस था 15 लाख. सो कितना बचता है अदर करंट एसेट? कितना बचता है? 20 lakhs. Getting the point? Here see, टोटल हमारे यहाँ पे फिक्स एसेट 40 lakhs है, वो हमने लिखा प्रॉपर्टी, प्लांट एंड इक्विपमेंट. ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट इज नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट. करंट एसेट इज 35 lakhs, बट इसमें कैश बैलेंस 15 लाख है, एंड अदर करंट एसेट कितना रहेगा? 35 माइनस 15, दैट इज 20 lakhs. एंड लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, करंट एसेट में तो शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस रहेगा, इज 5 lakh. दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव रिटन हियर. Property, plant and equipment 40 lakh, non-current investment 15 lakh, current asset में cash and cash equivalent 15 lakh था, but 12,50,000 buyback में pay किया. So how much is left? 2,50,000. Short-term loans and advances 5 lakh, and other current asset 35 lakh current asset था, जिसमें 15 lakh cash and cash equivalent है, तो remaining other asset is 20 lakhs. Now we want the total. See whether our balance sheet is tally. We are getting 82 lakh 50,000, both sides 82 lakh 50,000, and we can say that our balance sheet is tallying. With this sum is done. Thank you very much, everyone.